Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, the Metaverse Explorer. I'm back to update you on what's happening in the Star Atlas Metaverse. So, there has been a recent announcement. This is an announcement between Star Atlas and the Sandbox. We have a small collaboration going on. So, this video is dedicated just to find out about Star Atlas and the Sandbox collaboration. This is the actual announcement, so let's go ahead and read what you have to do. It's actually pretty simple. I myself probably can't participate because I'm not very good at it, but boys, I'm going to tell you, the rewards are crazy. The rewards are really high. So I'm expecting a lot of high quality submissions to this. So this is the announcements. Let's go ahead and read it. I have this little nice little thing here. I'm going to use this as the what do you call it? The thumbnail, the YouTube thumbnail. Yeah, I like it. Very nice. All right, so they're celebrating a partnership between Star Atlas and Sandbox. Now, how did this actually come about? I think this has to do with the Animoca brands, because I think Animoca had a giant part to play in, it is like their metaverse is the Sandbox. And at the same time, Animoca brands did manage to get a large portion of ships allocated to them by the Star Atlas team through the private sales. That there was a lot of trouble with it. So the first prize for this actual competition. And we'll talk about what the competition is, but first I wanted to tell you about the prizes, right? The first prize, if you're able to get this, is 20,000 sand and an Opal Bitboat ship. 20,000 sand and an Opal Bitboat. First off, let's go and see how much an Opal Bitboat is worth at the moment, right? This is the Opal Bitboat. And if we zoom all the way in, look at this, $10,000 for this ship. There's not many that have been sold at the moment. I think last I checked, none of them had been sold. So they'll probably have to buy this off the open market. That's crazy, right? That's one part of the rest of the rewards. Let's look at the 20,000 sand tokens. Let's go over here to the to CoinGecko and let's look at the USDC equivalent, right? Sand at the moment is $2.4, just above my head there. Let's type in 20,000 sand tokens. 120, 123. How much is that? That's $48,000. I'm going to zoom in so you can see. $48,000. $50,000 just for a design contest. Holy crap. Holy shit. That is a lot of money. $40,000 plus an Opal Bitboat, which is worth $10,000. That's crazy. Second place is 15,000 sand. I'm just going to type this in to see. $36,000. Holy shit. That is still a lot of money. That's crazy, right? And then you get 2 Calico ATS Enforcer ships, which I think are about $1,000, and a Calico Medtech. A Calico Medtech is, I think, $1,000 as well. So it's like $3,000 right there. Oh, man. Okay, so the prizes are insane, right? What do you have to do? Let's go find out. What do you have to do? First off, you have to create a GIF of an animated asset. And this animated asset, you're actually going to be using VoxEdit. VoxEdit is like is the software or the editing software that everyone in the Sandbox uses to create their assets. It turns out to be some kind of like a pixelated voxel. It's voxel. That's what it's called. It's voxel. And it turns out to be some pretty cool stuff. Let me actually find you some examples for it. I'll probably play a video. What I did was I typed in the voxel edit on YouTube, and I came up with this is probably the most popular video. And this is what the stuff actually looks like, right? This is what you'll be able to animate and do yourself. So if you have any kind of 3D or design skills or any of this sort of stuff, you can easily make a submission to this. And I think this is supposed to be very easy for a lot of people to do. It's not supposed to be super developer heavy. Anyone can really do this. Okay. So what do you actually have to do? Let's go and read what the submission is. So, first off, the dates. What about the dates? Submission is open on the May 2nd, which is, I don't know, 3 days from now. Submission closes 2 weeks after that. Review and then results on June 11th. Let's see. Let's see. Where is it? Okay. So first off, you're an envoy from the Sandbox Galaxy. You went into the Star Atlas Metaverse and you saw these 3 races, right? The Oni, the Mud, and the Ustur. From then, you have to now come back to the Sandbox or go back to the Vox edit software, and you have to create your interpretation of what these 3 races were. You have to create the Oni, you have to create the Mud, and you have to create the Ustur. That's pretty good. All you have to do is characters, similar to what the video that we just saw here, similar to this character. You just have to make one that looks like an Oni, looks like an Ustur, and looks like a Mud. that looks like a mud right there. That would be super easy. You just have to color them. And you got to be a little bit creative with it as well, right? Now, there is actually an additional entry. This additional entry, let's read what it says. While exploring the galaxy, you get inspired by a cosmic marvels and want to fill the void with sound and creativity. Design an immersive and entertaining headpiece for your avatar with Vox Edit. So this will be like a crown or a headpiece, like a giant head, something that you can put onto your head. It's a headpiece. I don't know what else to say. Design an immersive and entertaining headpiece for an avatar on Vox Edit. Get inspired by the astral beats for the talented metaverse artist Blondish, who already lives and creates on both the Sandbox and the Star Atlas ecosystem. So we also have another common denominator. This guy, I think Blondish is a female. I'm not sure actually. She is an artist, and they've done work for both Star Atlas and the Sandbox. So they've got some commonalities there, right? I think the common denominator is actually Animoca brands. They want to help all their projects flourish, right? So they'll say, you're my project, you two work together and make a competition. After you do this, you just got to submit your best GIF of this, and then the best submission will win 2 lustrous Star Atlas spaceships. I don't actually know if the lustrous is a type of ship or if it's just a description of some of the ships that they're going to say. How do you do it? You have to create a GIF of what you've animated, and then send that animation to the Vox Edit contest for the thing. And that's my email there. Do not scam me, please. Do not scam me. All you got to do, put in your Sandbox name, your email address, your Twitter, what the image is that you're going to be submitting. Look at this little piece of hair. What is that? Go away. An image of your actual animation, on either side. Oh, look at this. Someone just did this. That's so easy. That would be so easy to do, right? I can't do it myself, but crazy. What's your name, your ETH address, and your Solana address, and then a tweet if you tweeted it. And then if you wanted to submit the headpiece as well, you can go ahead and do that. And just you read it, and then you submit it. And then in about 2 weeks from now, you see if you won, $60,000, $60,000, $40,000, maybe like a bloody 30,000, maybe 10,000, and then, 1,000 sand is actually, that's way less. So $2,400 plus 2,400 plus $1,000. So that's 3,500. That's pretty good. And that's like going to 6 people, right? That's a lot of bloody money. It's a lot of money. Now, are you actually going to get involved with this? I can't get involved with this because it requires a lot of time, a lot of effort to be able to actually make these characters. And for someone who's never played with Vox Edit, never played with editing software, I am way out of my depth on this, so I cannot participate. What I am looking for, though, is all the different submissions. I scoured Twitter and I couldn't find any submissions at the moment. So they might be very low. People are very distracted with all the other things happening in Solana, happening in Sandbox, happening around this crypto ecosystem. Bored Ape Yacht Club is about to release the other side metaverse. That's all people care about at the moment. There's still money to be made outside, like these things. $60,000. That is a whole bunch of money. I keep saying $60,000 because it's a whole bunch of money. Yeah. So that's it for now. Let's do something slightly different, shall we? 2 things, shall we? I want to see what the best ROI on ships is at the moment, and what you can. I'm going to plan a video to do later on what you can do with your Atlas and Polis tokens, right? So I'm just on the Aephian, the ship manufacturing page, and we're going to see what the best return on investment is at the moment. I filter by the ask versus VWAP price in Atlas. And so far, the Thimble Airbike is the cheapest at $5.99. Very, very cheap, ladies and gentlemen. 64% discount. That's crazy. Next one is the Thimble Bios EOP at 52% discount with the Opal Jet. But for me and myself, I don't actually bother with these smaller ships. I think no one bothers with them either because the Thimble Airbike, every 8 hours you have to come back and resupply it. Otherwise, it's not worth it, right? The Thimble Bios EOP takes a lot longer. I think it's about 2 or 3 days, something like that. And for me, that's way more sustainable, right? So I'm very happy to buy either a Thimble Bios EOP or an Opal Jet instead of a Thimble Airbike or Opal Jet. Even though the return is so much higher, right? I'm not going to bother with these because the return might be higher now, but I won't be able to realize that because I can't come back every 8 hours. Now, let's look at what you can do with your Atlas and Polis tokens, right? This is Solend. It is a money market, lending and borrowing at the same time. When you go here, you can go to all the pools and then go all the way down to the Star Atlas pool. All right, there's 3 tokens in here. You can lend your Atlas, you can lend your Polis, and lend your USDC. Now, one common tactic that people do is they don't want to let go of their Polis tokens, right? But they're super happy to go and use Atlas and do whatever they want with it. They don't want to get rid of their Polis. What you can do is you can deposit your Polis here and borrow USDC against it. If you borrow USDC, you can go and farm with that token. You can go and deposit it on Anchor and earn like a 20% APY, which is pretty good, to be honest. That means that by the time if you need to use your Polis for anything, or if you want it back, all you got to do is take that money that you had somewhere else, that USDC, as long as you don't go and buy other tokens that change in price, because you can only borrow a set amount of USDC, right? You can deposit your Polis, withdraw USDC, go and farm with it, come back, pay back that same amount of Polis, and then you have your, pay back that same amount of USDC, and you have your Polis back. Another method you can be doing at the moment is you can deposit Polis or USDC and borrow Atlas. I'm going to be honest here. I'm actually borrowing Atlas, and I'm going to be buying some of these ships from the floor, especially these ships that are 50% discounted. 50% discounted from the floor, 52% even. So I'm going to buy this. And I think whatever happens, even if Atlas does go down, I only have to repay that same amount of Atlas back. And these ships are earning me Atlas, right? These ships are earning me Atlas. So at the moment, you can borrow Atlas at 6% interest, and you can be earning 52% interest. So that's like a 45% arbitrage on this, right? The only difference is you have now an NFT or a ship that has to wait to accrue that Atlas for you to pay back the loan. That's the only risk. Everything you do in crypto, there is a risk. So please be cautious. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it here. That's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your time as always. Ciao for now.